We manufacture security gates, ornate security gates, heavy duty security gates. A lot of the work is servicing and looking after, and currently a lot of the work is safety. The idea of SymVolli is obviously to make the systems easier to use within Frontline and to drive sales forward.
Although it's a platform that they work from, we needed it to do something specific to us. They took that and made it happen. They put it into their system, and what came out the other end was my flowchart. We can tailor it as much as we want, but using the systems that SymVolli provided.
There is no need to pick up the phone, I'd like him to, and say, Mr. SymVolli, I need the process changed. How much is that going to cost me? He can do it for himself. So that's important, not only the cost effectiveness, the motivation it brings to people.
I think they appreciated the different elements of our business, be sales or service, and they could see with using SymVolli, they could put those packages together into one package. I mean, one of the big benefits of SymVolli is obviously from the sales perspective of putting quotes together in a specific order, in line with our requirements for NACOS, and that software enables the sales guy to punch in details, and all the right documents are gathered together in the background of SymVolli and correlated correctly to be printed out.
The surveyor was very happy to go out and do the survey. Ask him if he was happy to go back into the office to produce the compliant paperwork he needed. And he wasn't, because he was using 5 different systems to pull that whole thing together. It now, because he's mapped out his processes, takes 20 minutes or so.
It's good because everything is fresh, because if you're doing 4 or 5 surveys a day, they do sometimes get jumbled up in your brain a little bit. So if you can do it as you're going, plus it means you don't get the phone call from the customer, are you going to send me a quote or not? So I like to think that within 3 days of visiting the site, the customer's got their quote. And if you're there quick, then chances are you've got a better chance of getting the job. So it tightens up the whole process from quote to installation to then reordering the stock.
It will give people like myself an idea of what's going on at any time. I can look and see how many sales we're doing. We can look and gauge whether our sales strategy is wrong, whether we should be targeting different companies, different types of products we should maybe be looking at investing in. So I think, it's got lots of uses as a tool for the business as well as a database.
So it's sort of grown from, we need a bit of software that will produce a document that will comply to the regulations, to, we've got something now that will control timesheets, it will control stock levels, and so on and so on. Everything you think, right, what if it could do that? Oh, of course it can, look, this is all you need to do, and so it moves on, and say it has grown.